Here are my top 10 stretches, and I'll do these after my workout or on a rest day if I'm feeling that little bit stiff. So starting with a lat stretch, this is great for after a pull session, especially when you walk the hands over to the side. This is the main part of the stretch. It feels really great all down the sides, right into the lats. Next up, shoulder extension. So you're going to put your hands, try and keep them quite narrow, like shoulder width apart, and just shuffle the butt forward. You can intensify the stretch by straightening the legs out fully. This one can be quite intense, so just go steady with this one. Next, we've got a pike fold. So sitting with the legs out in front, reach up as high as you can and then reach forward as far as you can. This is not about getting down, this is more about coming forward. So try not to round the back too much. You can also do this one in straddle. So again, we're reaching up and forward and we're trying not to let the knees roll forward. We want to keep them facing up towards the ceiling. So just going down onto your elbows, you can rest there and then eventually work your way out further. Now this one is really nice after a push day. So you're going to straighten one arm and look at your bent arm, and then the bent arm is actually going to push into the floor and you'll feel the stretch all across the front of the shoulders into the chest. And then you can intensify this by bringing that foot up over towards your hand. I don't know what this is called, it looks very awkward, but it's a really nice full body stretch. Next up, we've got cobra or a spinal extension. So you're going to just try and push up as high as you can. You can make this a little bit easier by having your hands further forward. Don't let those shoulders come up towards your ears though. Really push the floor away from you. You can also come onto your elbows to make this even easier. This is the worst one. This is our frog stretch. So really getting into those hips. You want to have your knees in line with each other and your hips in line with your knees. And then try not to have your heels come towards each other. Keep those legs parallel and just sit here and enjoy the pain. Next, you've got shoulder flexion. So this is really important for your handstand work. Keeping those hips up nice and high, going up onto your fingertips. Press the armpits down towards the floor. Next up, we've got just a glute stretch, nice and simple, figure 4, reaching through the leg, pulling in and making sure that the knee stays pressed away from you. That's what's going to intensify the stretch even more. And we want to be holding these stretches for around 30 seconds and making sure to be breathing while we're stretching. As you breathe out, you should be able to pull deeper into the stretch. And remember, it shouldn't hurt, it should just be slightly uncomfortable. And the final stretch, probably the most important, is wrist and forearms. So you're going to face your fingers towards you, keeping the arms straight and pull back. Make this a little bit easier by having your hands closer to your knees, and then you can intensify this by having the hands further and further out. Try this after your next workout on your next rest day and let me know how you feel.